Sairam, I'm so happy to come back and share my thoughts here again, my experiences here again. I was thinking, like, what should I speak today? I was asking Baba, please, you be the speaker, I'll just be on mute and then let me flow through your words. So, when I was just writing down, I was thinking that let me prepare a bit to, what I should speak today. So, while I was writing down, I was surprised. I was actually writing down and I was guided to tell an experience which I faced with another guru of mine. I've actually, right from my childhood, have been blessed with lots and lots of gurus' touch. So when I was, I think, 12 or 13 years old, I was having a very peculiar type of fever. I used to get fever for about 101 or 102 degrees. And my mom's sister is a doctor. So she used to call us from Coimbatore to take all the various tests. They did a biopsy to take why is she getting like this. I used to get some glands over here, inflamed glands on the side of my neck, and I used to feel very sick actually. So my iron levels were very low, and then they did all the treatments. They thought that it might be even cancer. And I'm talking when I was 12 years old. I haven't heard of those words, only it's beginning to hear what cancer was. And then they thought it was tuberculosis. So various tests were run on me every week to find out what was the cause of my fever. It was not reducing at all. And my iron levels were almost by 5 or 6 points. That's all. So one day, my mom's father, he has a Guruji in Vishakhapatnam. um and that time, now he is no more, but that time he called me and he told, come, I'll take you to my Guru. So that was in when I was 12 years old. I didn't give my 8th standard annual exam. So I just went off with my mother to Vishakhapatnam and went to the ashram. It's called a tota, like a farm. They don't say it as ashram. Guru also doesn't say that he's a guru. He's just a spiritually enlightened soul, is what he always says. But I saw Guru. I tell him Guru Garu. So I went to him with my mother, took his darshan, and after all the people left, he asked us to come and sit next to him. I was seeing, like, I was pressing his legs and talking to him. I was remembering how, Baba's devotees does that to Baba. And I was sitting there and he was just casually talking to me. And I like a, very small kid. I used to tell that my brother should be really well, really happy. He should be very nice. He was asking me, what are your problems? What is it that bothering you? So when I was talking to him, I felt as I'm talking to my father, I'm talking to Baba, I'm talking to some divine person. So when I was talking to him, he made me feel so comfortable that I just poured out my feelings. I didn't know that I was carrying so much. I was carrying so much within. So I was telling him all the wishes what I wanted in my life. So he was smiling and saying, so be it. It will happen anyways. So you tell me what you want. I said, I don't know. I want them all to be happy. So I don't know. I think that was a blessing that day that my Guruji gave me, that I get happiness when I find my near ones happy. So that day he told me that the reason behind your sickness, everything, is that you swallow your tears. I was shocked. How does he know that? And then he told, just be like a kid. You don't think like an adult. Just be a kid. You don't think like an adult. That hit me somewhere very hard. He told, no, there's no problem with you. Within 1 month, you will become normal. So he gave me some homeopathic pills and he said that I am always there with you. Whatever it is, you can share with me. So this was the assurance I received when I was a kid of 12. And then I can't believe, after 1 month, there were no swelling in my neck. There was no pain, and I stopped swallowing tears. I became bubbly. I used to be fun loving and just happy. I knew that he's taking care. Whatever it is, yes, Baba is there. He's taking care. So I was seeing Baba in this Guru, and it was a very nice experience which I encountered when I was in a just old. After that, slowly, things like things. I and then I got married, and then I was pregnant with my daughter, and it was fifth month again when I him. I was telling him, Guru Garu, my doctors are telling that you have to stop eating sugars because your sugar level is touched 90, and it is not good for a person who is who's you might get into gestational diabetes. So again, I was in a fix. I went to take his darshan, and then when I went and visited him, he gave me blessings, and then I sat next to him, and he was asking me what is it. And Guruji, I feel like eating so many mangoes every day, but the doctor is asking me not to eat any sweets related dishes because I have high chances for gestational diabetes. Again, as usual, he smiled and said, how many mangoes you want to eat? I'm there to take care of you. And that assurance again, it just changed me. I was like eating 2 mangoes daily like a kid during my pregnancy. And during my 7th month blood test, the count had come down to 78, and it was very normal. I didn't stop anything. I ate everything to my content. And this was a second assurance which I experienced, the miracles which I experienced as a kid and as a mother, going into a mother. So I understood that if I ask, Baba gives me. And if I don't ask, he tests me. So things were going on smooth, and miracles were happening to me in the way I cannot imagine. Like if I ask for something, it comes to me in some form or the other. But I have to ask, is what I was thinking. Then later, slowly, when I became a mother, I didn't have time to do puja, nothing, just taking care of the family. I was young myself. So it was all challenging. And I used to talk to Baba. That's when, like, I used to tell Baba, I don't do puja. You don't get angry with me. Please show me some ways that you are listening to me. And then slowly, things like, I used to feel that um, I should become a messenger of Baba. Like, if anyone is in trouble, I should help them out. Or if anyone wants anything, I should always be there for them. So slowly in this daily day-to-day life, I have a lot of friends. I used to have a lot of I talk with a lot of them. So some or the other way, there are a lot of people who were like-minded, and were believers of Baba. So it used to be very nice, and life was going on. That's when I want to share another story. This is my story with my Guruji. Now again, I come back to our Baba. When I just got married and my baby, after my first child, I was staying with my husband's sister. We were staying in 2 apartments next to each other. So her son was a very special child. As soon as he was born, there were 2 or 3 operations which they did in less than 2 to 3 months time. She is an ardent devotee of Swami. So her son had a very bad problem with the intestines. It's like one intestine was not working at all. So it was very, very crucial for the mother. I used to be there. I used to always tell her, Baba will definitely show you the way. I don't know how, but he will show you the way. These were my words to her always. I used to pray to Baba that please find something for her. Please do something for her. After the child became 1 year old, they told that the intestine is not working. So there is one more operation which we have to do. Once we do this, if the baby responds well, we need not remove the intestine. But if it doesn't, we will have to remove the intestine, and he has to live only on one intestine forever. This dejected the mother and everyone around. and we were all feeling very helpless. Suddenly, out of nowhere, I was telling my cousin sister, please write a letter to Swami. I'll see to that it is handed over to him. My mom's friend's husband, father walks behind Swami in Whitefield. So during those days, during the operation time, Swami was in Whitefield. So she wrote a letter in the hospital itself with, with all tears, with all love and complete surrendering mentality. She wrote a big letter to Swami and gave it to me. I took it. I went to my mother's house. I told Amma, we have to give this to your friend. I want her to give it to Swami. So she gave it to her husband, and then the letter was with him. The next day, the morning, the operation was to be performed at about morning. I don't know when. It was an early operation, and the operation happened, and the doctors saw that he is not passing the stools in the normal way. We are very sorry. This was the response by the doctor, and the letter had reached Whitefield, and he had given it to his father, and his father had given Swami. And the moment Swami took the letter, they the doctor got an idea saying that we will do one and see, and if it works, then everything is fine. Swami took the letter, and within 5 minutes, they performed this on the boy, and the boy responded well. And now that boy is 22 years old. He is hale and healthy with lots and lots of blessings from Swami. He is Swami's child. He is a special child. He's been blessed abundantly by Swami. So after this incident has happened, boy recovered, I think 3-4 months, and then we moved away from that place. I understood that Swami, when if I am there in one place, there is someone whom I had to help them out and come out of the problem. I was thinking that way. It was even I was growing, I was thinking and assuming that Swami wants me to stay wherever there is a problem, so I solve it, and I leave that place, is what I was thinking. It was very, I have no words to say what to describe that as. So from there we went off again to Vishakhapatnam. My husband had gone to Germany. His grandparents were there, my mother-in-law's parents, and my husband told that you have to bring the grandparents to our house, and you all will stay together. And the grandparents were like so lonely that time. They found such happiness with my elder daughter, and the baby to be born was coming on the way. My grandparents received a message through Swami in their dreams that you will be shifting your house to an apartments where you find Swami's photo in the parking lot. That was her message. She got it, and we went there, and we stayed together for 3 years, and then again we left that place till my grandmother left this world. Yeah, we were there, and then we left. So I felt that, like, I think it's repetitive. Wherever whoever requires help, only there we are going, and then once that is getting over, we are leaving that place. What is this? I'm not able to understand this, Swami. I used to talk to Baba. You will understand everything slowly, used to be the message I used to get. So slowly it used to be that, I was thinking I was there for some purpose, some to help someone. But no, Swami is there for all of us and helping all of us through each other. What I understood. So it's not that I am the only person who's helping, it's just that I'm receiving help in form of the other person too. So lots and lots of learnings have happened through my journey of my life. I'm in such a space now that even though there are many challenges in our day-to-day life, we know that our Guru will never let go of us. This is what I have learned time and again. Even I stay in Germany. Even for coming to Germany was a miracle to me. My daughter, who was already 18 by then, getting a visa at that age as a dependent was also a miracle. And staying here, and then from here she got an admission after taking a gap year in Czech Republic. That is a miracle. Every stage of my life, I feel that is a miracle to me, because it's all impossible situations which will be placed in front of me, and I get an answer. I feel that the door is opening. I feel all the doors are closing sometime, and suddenly a door is opened, and my problem is solved. This has been happening right from my childhood, when I notice that every moment he's been there in my life. Even if I have to go back like COVID, during COVID, my husband, we shifted from Bangkok to Vishakhapatnam in 2020. So he left his job, and in January, actually he did not continue his job. He said, it's a contract job. So by December he completed his contract. He didn't extend it, and he told, we'll go back to India. We'll see something there. I was thinking, what is this? Again, we are going, and again there will be no job. Means, how is it? It's going to be difficult. What is this? Is this test again? We were thinking. But in January 24th, we left Bangkok, and from 26th, I think the news of COVID was spreading really high. And by a week after that, the lockdown in Bangkok started. So if we would have been there, we would have got stuck forever, for at least 2 years. So we were not stuck. We came back safely. And immediately after we came back, the lockdown started in Bangkok. That is only 2 days gap. Lockdown started, and he was having, when we were in Bangkok, he was having a lot of vomitings, and if he eats late at night, he used to have a lot of stomach pain. So when Vishakhapatnam, within a month's time, the problem aggravated. He had 2 times he was getting hospitalized for dehydration and diarrhea. So I was very worried. Swami, what is this? Then we came to know that his gallbladder was troubling him a lot, and that he has to be operated. So that gallbladder stones were so tiny, the doctor was not willing to operate. He was saying, no, we can wait. But one fine day in the month of May, during the lockdown, he had a very severe vomitings, and he was becoming weak, and his BP was fluctuating like anything. It was a very emergency situation. We went to the hospital, and we got him admitted for vomitings, but the doctor again did an endoscopy and said that we will, though the stones are small, it's better we will remove it. So the surgery happened immediately after a day, and then they removed the gallbladder, and then the stones were so big that it was obstructing the neck of the gallbladder. So it was such a apt, correct moment that he got admitted. And most miraculous part was, after he came back, he got discharged from the hospital. The doctors who treated him were also aged, like it was like 65, 70 years old doctors. So the doctors all got a notice saying that the elderly doctors are getting affected with COVID, so they should not practice anymore for a month or so. So all the doctors had gone on a leave. Just imagine that how blessed I am that, only 1 day difference. He got discharged, and next day the doctors ready to operate as well. They're on leave. So every moment, if I see how God has been saving me in all ways, I can only say that I'm grateful and thankful for the rest of my life. So all like this, so many incidents have happened in my life. In day-to-day life, I find so many miracles happening. When I get when I got a gift that day, that's the same dress, and the Baba wearing the dress Baba was wearing will be the same for me. So many small miracles keep happening in my life, in day-to-day life, and I feel so blessed and thankful to share all these things here. I don't know, I am not having any connection from my childhood story to now, but all these are my experiences with my Guru, and how he's woken me up from my slumber, saying that you just have to tap on your own self. You will know your abilities, and you will definitely be able to live a life like what you want. I always wanted to live a life like Swami says, my life is my message. I want to follow him, but I don't find any ways. I always keep telling Baba, how will I do all these things? I don't know. I'm not knowing. I don't know where to start, where to end. If I commit something, I'm unable to, fulfill it. I feel so lost at times. But the inner voice in me keeps saying that don't give up, everything will come. Just wait. You just have to have Shraddha and Shaburi. So, so I don't know. I just feel that I'm blessed to have recognized that inner voice, none other than Baba, who talks to me saying that everything will be fine, all is well. Just stay there and flow. Everything will fall in place. So, yeah. So when I was staying in Vishakhapatnam, there was my neighbor. She was struggling, and she was like, she wanted to give birth to a second child. So she planned, and it got confirmed that she's pregnant. And her husband used to always have lots and lots of outdoor trips. So I used to be like a sister to her and be there with her always. So it was during her third or the fourth or the fifth month that she saw some traces of bleeding, and she got really, really sad, saying that I really want this child. So as ever, I was talking to Baba. I was asking her, Baba, please save her. So it so happened that the next day I received a call from my cousin saying that this one homeopathic doctor who treats really well. So I was just thinking that I will inform you about this. So this happened, and I immediately told my friend that, see, there's one homeopathy doctor. I will take you to him. So, so with Baba's, with prayers, praying to Baba, I was telling Baba, please let this happen, let this happen. If this doctor's information has come to me, I think it is a sign that you are asking me to take her there. So I went there, and we spoke with the doctor, and the doctor told, yeah, we can cure it, and he gave the medicines to the child, to the mother, and then she started taking them. And within 2 weeks time, everything stopped. All the traces of bleeding, everything stopped. And then the whole pregnancy went on so smoothly that she always is in a shock that how all these things happened, because the allopathy doctor had told that we have to do abortion. And then I took her to my allopathy doctor, and my gynec told her, gave her a 50-50% chance. And then immediately from nowhere, I get a contact of a homeopathy doctor, and then I take her there, and then she receives the medicines, and now the child is about 12 years old. So Swami has given the impossibles, like like when the doctors have told that it is not possible, he made the impossible possible in their lives. And even today, I'm thankful that I'm one of the instruments in their journeys, that I was able to touch their lives through Baba. And my parents are also ardent devotees of Baba. My mom used to do volunteer service in the temples. Always, Baba temple, she goes and she does all the volunteer service there. And when she does volunteer service, her life was always smooth, happy, mind, so like a child, so much of life. So I felt that when we do seva to Swami, how much of blessings he showers on us is immeasurable. So these things are my practical. I have practically experienced them in my life, and I really wish that this passes on to as many souls as I can in this lifetime, and just try to be his messenger always. Thanks for giving this opportunity to me, Didis, that I could share all those things today.